If you're a tech professional working on an international team, then it's highly likely that you'll have to attend meetings to talk about your progress. Sometimes you're going to need to talk about tasks that you've already completed at a specific point in time. So today we'll cover how to talk about those. If you want to talk about something you have completed at a specific point in time, such as last week, this morning, or 20 minutes ago, you would use the past simple. So how do we make the past simple? With regular verbs, we just need to add ed to the base verb. For example, add becomes added, compile becomes compiled, create becomes created, debug becomes debugged, deploy becomes deployed, and document becomes documented. Take note of the pronunciation because, well, we don't always pronounce the ed sound when we add it to the end of the word. We only pronounce the ed sound when the base verb ends in a T or a D. For example, compile already ends in an E, so we just add a D and say compiled, whereas document ends in AT. So we pronounce the ed as in documented. Now let's move on to irregular verbs. Unfortunately with these it's just a matter of memorizing them, similar to Spanish where the most important verbs are usually irregular. If you're a tech professional, some irregular verbs you should know include build, go, have, write, know, and run. We change those to build becomes built, go becomes went, have becomes had, write becomes wrote, know becomes knew, and run becomes ran. So if anybody asks you what you did last week, yesterday, or this morning, you should use these as signal words to remind you to answer using the past simple. For example, what did you do this morning? I built a new feature. What did you do yesterday? I created a new button style. What did you do last week? I finished the project. What did you do last month? I went to 8 meetings.